Welcome to our channel. Today, we bring you the science of near-death experiences. Is the ultimate illusion created by the brain? What happens when we're on the brink of death? This is where near-death experiences, or NDEs, come into play. NDEs have intrigued scientists and spiritual seekers for decades. But what are they? Are they just vivid hallucinations? Or could they reveal something beyond our understanding? NDEs are profound experiences reported by people after a close brush with death. They often include sensations like floating above one's body, traveling through a tunnel, or seeing a bright light. Some describe encounters with deceased loved ones or feeling a deep sense of peace. While these experiences vary widely, they all leave a lasting impact on those who have them. Despite their unique nature, NDEs share common features across cultures and religions. Out-of-body experiences, or the sensation of leaving one's body, are frequently reported. Many describe moving through a dark tunnel toward a bright light, or feeling unconditional love and peace. Some even report encounters with beings interpreted as spiritual guides or deceased relatives. These common elements make NDEs a compelling study, straddling the line between neuroscience and spirituality. NDEs captivate us because they seem to bridge two worlds, the material and the spiritual. Scientifically, there is interest in how the brain might generate these experiences. Are they due to brain chemicals or oxygen deprivation during critical moments? Meanwhile, others see NDEs as evidence of life beyond death, where consciousness exists separate from the body. This creates a rich field for debate. Are NDEs illusions created by a dying brain? Or are they real encounters with another realm? What exactly happens in the brain during a near-death experience? Some scientists believe that NDEs can be explained by neurological processes. When the brain is deprived of oxygen or under extreme stress, it releases a surge of chemicals that could create vivid hallucinations or feelings of euphoria. This chemical cocktail may explain why people experience bright lights, tunnels, or feelings of detachment from their bodies. One theory suggests that NDEs result from the brain's attempt to make sense of unusual signals when it's in crisis. For example, the brain's visual cortex might create tunnel-like visions, while other parts of the brain, responsible for processing emotions, could produce sensations of peace or unconditional love. These experiences might be the brain's way of protecting itself, creating a comforting narrative during moments of extreme stress. There's also the idea of dying brain theory, which posits that, as brain cells begin to fail, they produce strange and vivid experiences that resemble what we know as NDEs. Additionally, some research suggests that a lack of oxygen could trigger the release of endorphins, causing the blissful feelings reported by many who have had NDEs. While these scientific explanations offer insights, they don't fully account for every aspect of NDEs. The question remains, are these experiences purely biological phenomena? Or is there something more that science has yet to uncover? Near-death experiences sit at the crossroads of science and spirituality, and opinions on what they represent vary widely. From a scientific perspective, many argue that NDEs can be fully explained by the brain's physiological processes. Hallucinations, a sense of detachment, and even encounters with beings could all be natural responses to a lack of oxygen, the release of certain chemicals, or neural misfiring during a traumatic event. On the other hand, some believe that NDEs are glimpses into an afterlife, or a higher state of consciousness. For these individuals, the vividness and profound emotional impact of NDEs cannot be dismissed as mere biological quirks. They argue that these experiences reveal something about the nature of consciousness that goes beyond the physical brain. Many NDE reports include highly personal insights or messages that feel too meaningful to be simple hallucinations. There's also a middle ground that considers both perspectives. Some researchers suggest that while NDEs may originate in the brain, they could still offer valuable insights into the nature of consciousness itself. This view opens up the possibility that NDEs are a blend of neurological processes and genuine spiritual experiences. perhaps revealing how the brain interfaces with a reality beyond our understanding. This diversity of viewpoints keeps the debate on NDEs alive and thriving. Are they just illusions of a dying brain? Or could they be gateways to something more profound? To understand near-death experiences better, researchers have examined numerous case studies and conducted scientific research. Some of the most famous cases come from people who were clinically dead for several minutes and then revived. These individuals often report strikingly similar experiences, such as floating outside their bodies, seeing bright lights, or meeting deceased relatives. One notable case is that of a heart attack survivor who accurately described events and conversations that took place while she was supposedly unconscious, challenging the idea that NDEs are mere hallucinations. Recent scientific studies have attempted to uncover the mechanics behind these experiences. For example, one study focused on brain activity during cardiac arrest found that the brain shows a sudden spike in electrical activity just before death, potentially explaining the vividness of NDEs. Other studies suggest that certain areas of the brain associated with memory and emotion become highly active, providing a basis for the profound feelings reported during these experiences. However, not all findings are conclusive. Some researchers argue that current methods lack the precision needed to truly understand what happens in the brain during an NDE. Additionally, the subjective nature of these experiences makes them difficult to quantify and study. Despite these limitations, the growing body of research offers a fascinating glimpse into how the brain might operate under extreme conditions. While science continues to explore the neurological explanations, the personal and sometimes life-changing nature of these experiences remains a compelling mystery. Are these studies getting us closer to understanding NDEs? Or are they simply revealing how much we still don't know? So, is the near-death experience just an illusion created by the brain, or is there more to it? While scientific theories provide compelling explanations involving brain chemistry and neurological responses, they don't capture the full depth of these experiences, the profound feelings of peace, the vivid imagery, and the life-changing impact reported by those who've had NDEs suggest there might be more than meets the eye. On one hand, if we consider the scientific perspective, NDEs could simply be the brain's way of coping with extreme stress or lack of oxygen. The dying brain might be producing these experiences as a final protective mechanism, a way to ease the transition in our last moments. From this view, NDEs are fascinating but ultimately products of our biology. On the other hand, the spiritual interpretation sees NDEs as evidence of life beyond death, a realm where consciousness exists beyond the physical self. For those who have had these experiences, the feeling of transcending the body and entering a new reality is so powerful and authentic that it's hard to dismiss as just a trick of the mind. The truth may lie somewhere in between. As research progresses, we might find that NDEs are both a neurological phenomenon and a gateway to understanding more about consciousness. What if they are a bridge, showing us how the physical brain and non-physical experiences are connected? For now, the debate continues. Are near-death experiences the brain's ultimate illusion, or a real glimpse into something beyond our current understanding? The answer remains one of life's most intriguing mysteries. If you found this video helpful or interesting, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.